Murders. I'm actually a pretty big Agatha Christie fan. Let me put my name into this thing. You can't see it on your screen, but um, I I'm not a big Hercule Poirot fan, but I am a fan of Agatha Christie's work. I've read. Let's see, what have I read? I've read, and then there were none. Of course, that's my favorite movie or my favorite book. I do like the movie though. Um, I like the Citizen Mystery. I like The Secret of Chimneys, basically the Superintendent Battle series. But I haven't finished. I've only read The Secret of Chimneys. I'm on to the next one. But I do like Agatha Christie's work, but I've not really read any of Hercule Poirot's books. But hey, there's a game on PS now that you can play for free with a subscription. So let's do it. It's going to be a cutscene in the beginning. I've played about 30% of the game, I believe, or at least 30% of the second case, just to see if I wanted to play it for you guys, and I think I do. So let's get into it. I definitely recommend watching the Murder on the Orient Express movie too. It has Johnny Depp in it.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for handover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra. A, B, C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe. But please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. We will be playing some Shanty Deep later today, but I just needed something chill for now.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
Yeah, Hercule Poirot is like a pretty like he has a big ego. He's a perfectionist. I think he has a little bit of OCD. Um, the controls in this game are a little iffy, but I'm definitely learning it. But yeah, I've played this first one already. Um, Watch out for that puddle there, because I stepped in it the first time.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily, the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check.
The voice acting's pretty good. I really didn't see. I think this game came out like 2 years ago. I didn't really see anything about it, but also I wasn't really playing on console or anything back then, so I had to inspect him.
Is Japp being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
So it'll zoom in. He's relaxed. He has his hat pulled back, and he kind of has a smile.
Japp is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
A little too easy, don't you think?
You like complications, don't you? Well, this time you may be
Look at the color of his
disappointed.
hands.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
But that
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
pyro. Oh my god, little rat. Yes, I know. We shall go in.
It's not just any railway guide. It's an ABC.
ABC.
It's open at the letter A.
Ah.
There are no prints on the book.
Set in 1935, I believe.
Red liquid is oozing out. Is it?
Let's see, is it blood? Oh, it's strawberries.
It's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
Opposite. I think he's Belgian. Belgium? Something. What else? There's two more things I have to find? Or one more thing? Oh.
The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another.
Oh, I didn't even see those last time I played.
Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them.
There's Alice Asher. I think her name was.
She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or sign of a struggle. I can't see any other mark on the floor. She has a packet of placed cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell?
Do a speed run of this
poor
game.
woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
No more.
The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop door. Many customers must have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out. There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf. The door is locked. The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene. Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
Perfect.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints, but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
Danke. I think we're heading out anyway. There's not much else we can do in here until we get the keys.
This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat, therefore an employee might have noticed something.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be out here, actually. I swear there's nothing else in there, but let's go back, I guess. Maybe I can look at this stuff. Nope, okay. How do you explain the presence of the ABC guide on the counter? Well, they don't sell it there. Oh, this is what I was doing, okay. Yeah, I would say she was.
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
Yes. I can't go in because it's locked. Oh, you know, I think I have to do the register, yeah.
The till does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
So, let's see. It won't open because it's jammed, so we have to hit this button.
Ah, a mechanism has just made a fan click.
And then if we want to open it, we have to put in a password. Which is, you see it, oh. It's all scratched in a bit. We have 8, 5, and then if we open
The till is full of money.
there's like the
There is
secret
something
compartment we're trying to
strange.
open. So we want to put in 8, 5, 2. We get the key.
This must be the key to the back of the...
Perfect. Oh shoot, I hope I don't have to do that again because I accidentally hit the back button. That is the only thing
I've
that's
finished
kind of...
with this subject.
Okay, cool. Sometimes this game... The controls aren't the best. I know there's a puzzle in here that I struggled on.
The door is locked.
Oh, and it just doesn't auto-use stuff. You have to go and grab it.
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it.
Oh, did it come up all the way? Oh, here we go.
This button appears to activate a mechanism.
Okay, boom. Button. That should be it? No? And then here.
That should do it.
Nope. Right.
Who is this young woman? To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her.
The awkward walk away. Oh wait, he has a big ego, so let's look in the mirror. Picks up his mustache. Oh, no, I did not do that. Oh, see, it kind of auto.
Finished with this subject.
Yeah, it auto clicks to objects sometimes.
This interior is very simple. Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
As a lot of us do.
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
Actually, wait. Oh, there we go. That's a lot faster than the first time I did it.
Sound as if something was unlocked.
And then we have to do... That bird is looking up. That bird is looking to the right. That bird is looking to the left. That bird is looking down. This one was looking right? No, this one was looking up. Here we go.
Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman. From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs.
Tragic. No, not that.
Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds? Blood.
Blood.
An inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Yeah. Who's not theft?
The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied. I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
£4 a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only.
This woman appears to be a smoker.
Yeah, she's mean. It's a stupid thing to observe. Oh, I think she's a smoker. Looks like she's on a
She's a big
phone.
smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you.
Ma'am?
And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
That's a lie.
I do not quite understand. You work next door to each other, but you do not see each other?
It's true. I didn't see her all day.
You're lying.
I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well,
So you killed Mrs. Asher with a blow to the head.
no.
Yeah.
You asked for a packet of plays. She turned around to take it from the shelf and you hit her. One blow.
Listen,
Get her,
I didn't
Hercule.
kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. Son, I received them in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Did you steal anything?
I swear I didn't. Alice could have come back any second. What do you take me for?
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Oh, way better than the first time I did it.
Hey, Poirot. I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop, if you want to question her.
Thank
Yes.
you, mon ami. Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
Well, I don't know. I feel like that's what you would do.
Is her grief sincere? She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile. You are very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
Your aunt did not have any children, is that correct?
No, she was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
You were not very surprised when you heard what happened?
Oh, but I was. You see, it was a nasty piece of work, but up until yesterday it was just empty threats. He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Why did she support such a goods for nothing?
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great
I
assistance,
don't know
mademoiselle.
how much 5 shilling is in dollars, but
Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jab says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
oh my god, the crying. Okay. We will find him, don't you worry. I think he's actually gonna be stumbling in. Yep.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There
No
must be some
problem.
way of sobering him up.
Oh, we
I
will.
wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
First, I want to check on our gray matter, our gray cells, see if there's anything we can connect. She was... taking back cigarettes off the shelf.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Let's see, she brought the clue is missing. It was left by the murderer as a signature.
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
Well, it looks like cigarettes cost like 3 shillings, I think, so... Dang, a cigar costs 20 of them? So he got 5 shilling a week? No wonder he's living so low. Hi, ma'am. Can I talk to you again?
I will not get much more for the moment. A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead. I will not. A bottle of poor quality.
Yeah, I want it. I guess I had to inspect the husband. Oh, I guess let's inspect it over here.
A box of new stockings.
Oh.
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about her possible debtors and creditors. Bodley. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
Let's go.
Strawberries, 6 pence a pound.
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Enough lies!
It's not lies. But you're not quite as clever as what you think.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm taking your vinegar.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Perfect. Hello, sir.
He's not in any condition to be questioned.
To sober him up.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbours, and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Let's do it. Come here. Look at him.
This man is in rather a bad state.
Yeah, he is. Look at him. Got a black eye. He's got a busted lip. His coat's all torn up.
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
Oh, I'll talk to him now.
We know that you threatened to kill your wife, Asher.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So, if things were going so well with your wife, why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
Ah, women are flighty creatures. Did she run away with another man?
Flighty? You talk funny. One thing for sure, if my wife was seeing another man, I'd have given her a good beating.
Sir, it's 1935.
And what were you doing yesterday at the end of the afternoon?
Can't recall.
Being beat up. Asks I'll
You
be
had
mean to
been
him.
drinking again.
The occasional slap, sir. That's all.
And you cannot even remember how you ripped the coat?
I got it stuck in a door.
Well,
The truth is that someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye.
oh hi, thanks for
You see
visiting.
the state of him.
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Thanks for stopping in. Okay.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he's not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right.
Let's go
Why he did it is a
Scooby-Doo on
mystery.
this.
But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
And Sherlock Holmes. I gotta get back into watching that show. Okay, let's do it. See how it went down.
The killer enters the shop.
Dun it, dun it.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer.
She's like, hello. I'd like some
The
cigarettes.
murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her. He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Perfect. We got it.
Asher has a strong alibi, and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She
It's
had
the
no
A for the
debts.
ABC.
She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No
Nope.
doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
Nope.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London.
Bien.
If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
Well, do you have any idea about
This apartment
the killer's
looks way
identity?
too modern for
The
1935.
crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot, and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Poirot.
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do then?
Sassy.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I will
Look
go
at
and
that alligator. Crocodile in the background.
Daily Flicker, June the 22nd, 1935. Battle over control of bank system. What will the government do for money? Andover, murder of a tobacconist.
Do, do, do. Yeah, look at this place. Doesn't it look a little too modern? Alligator. Oh, we gotta look in this mirror real quick. Adjust ourselves. Beautiful.
Dear
Uh-oh.
Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. The Andover affair went like clockwork, don't you feel? But the fun has only just started. I would like to draw your attention to Bexhill-on-Sea on the 25th of this month. We're having a crazy time. Best wishes, ABC.
ABC.
The next crime will be in Bexhill. We must warn Jap to Scotland Yard.
Did the letter indicate anything that might help the police?
To be honest, I think we can already guess something about the next victim. But I need to think about it a little more.
Okay.
Let us examine this more closely.
We're going to...
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Yes, this I is weird. Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to
Yes.
confirm my theory.
W's, which was the one... It took me like 10 minutes to figure this one out last night.
The W is not printed properly. Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
And then it was...
I have to find some
the
other
T's, I
similar defects
believe.
to confirm my theory.
No, it was the... It was the A.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Both letters were written on the same typewriter and show the same characteristics.
You surprise me, Poirot. You usually ignore material proof.
But there is nothing usual about this case, Hastings. Nothing must be overlooked.
Nope, nope.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Wait. The newspapers don't know about it, right? Wait, what am I doing? Asher lived in a... What is special about the Andover murder? Okay, let me look. Oh, it probably, right? What's special about the Andover murder? You think it's that one because no one... why am I... I swear it's these two. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh my god, that was... Letter B.
So, Poirot, have you found something?
Oui, I believe so. But I am afraid it is not enough to stop the murderer. Let us go and see Chief Inspector Japp. I will explain there.
Let's go there. Making our way downtown. And now I wonder.
To Scotland Yard, please.
If I could fly, what do I know? Just want to see if there's anything over here. Oi! Does not seem like there's anything over here. Do do do. We're going in the out? Oh.
Like all hunters, Hastings has always been fascinated by weapons.
Audio's kind of cutting
Japp
out
has
for me.
invested a great deal in his career. Japp is an investigator greatly respected by his peers.
Me. Maybe that'll fix it.
Japp appears to be snowed under.
Nope. You got dead people hands.
Japp appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters. Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
Look at me in
I
the
have
eyes.
compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
I
Thank you.
suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
I fear so.
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very busy at this time of year, and we have no idea who the next victim will be.
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written over the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received a letter mentioning Bexhill, I deduced that the victim, like the town, might have been chosen by alphabetical order.
So, it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
Bien. We should leave you to work, Chief Inspector.
You have a few days to prepare yourself.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
You're welcome.
Poirot?
Chief Inspector Japp, your call does not bode well.
Indeed, we have just found the body of a young woman on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC was placed on the body.
We'll be there
Oh.
as soon as possible.
Do do do. Wow, that's actually a long journey.
Bexhill is a delightful town. It would be nice to come back and visit.
I do not entirely agree. Walking at the beach damages my shoes, and it hurts my knee.
Oh, your
So
shoes.
the years have not spared you, my friend. It's the same for all of us.
That is exactly what I said to myself when I saw you back from your travels.
Poirot.
Oh,
Do not
a
be
roast.
offended, Hastings. I can see Jack waiting for us. And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good.
Okay, I'm gonna actually stop this right here. I might come back on later and do the second part, starting with B in Bexhill for whoever the dead body is over there. But hope you guys liked. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure to follow me, and if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.